Hey guys, what's going on? I got another coin shop finds video for you here today. I just made it back from the coin shop and I picked up 3 coins that I was really happy with. We'll start off here. I found a Barber dime for my Dansko album that I've been building, and this is a really nice looking 1906 S. I'm going for like the antiqued look for the album. I want each dime to kind of have as much of an antique look as you can get and also be just a really nice problem-free dime. I'm not trying to buy anything that's cleaned or scratched. Initially, I was going to throw together the album with just anything. I didn't care if it was cleaned or scratched or whatever, but I was getting a lot cheaper dimes when I was thinking I was going to do that. But I should have known better, just the way I am as a collector. If I'm going to put together an album, I want it to be something I'm going to be proud of, to show off. And, it's just fun searching for nice coins. And to fill up an entire album, it's going to take, a long time to do, especially with some of the more expensive dates. But part of the fun is in the hunt and the search. I've gone a couple weekends in a row without finding a dime that, met all of the, expectations that I have to get into the album. So I have been pretty picky with what I'm getting. So I was happy to find this one today, and as you could see, I really like the reverse on this. I mean, look at that reverse. Just the tone, the condition. It does have some luster. This is an AU coin. And I do like the obverse too. It does have that antique look to it. There's some chatter on the obverse on the cheek there, but that's normal. It's nothing that would get this, in a details holder. It's just a really nice, solid AU Barber dime with great tone, great color, great character, and this will fit right into the album perfectly with the look that I'm going for. So I was very happy to find this one. I mean, tell me, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you like this look, this tone in a Barber dime? I do. Especially the reverse. I think the reverse on this is just exceptional for a low AU coin. But there's the 1906 S. You can see what I paid for it. What do you guys think about the price on these coins, what I'm paying for them? You think I'm overpaying? When I'm searching as hard as I am to find the exact look that I'm going for the dimes, for the album, I don't mind paying retail. But what do you guys think? Coincidentally, this Barber half was $189 as well. So they cost the exact same. This is a 1900 Barber half dollar, and this is a VF. You could see there's a couple of dings on the cheek and the neck. They're little short scratches. I don't think it's anything that would put it in a details holder. I think that's acceptable for a VF coin. But I really like the color on this. There's the reverse. And ever since I bought that 1899 O half dollar, I'm kind of getting sucked into collecting Barber half dollars now as well. And I think I'm going to start a half dollar Dansko album. The price point on the half dollars, just the common date ones, are quite a bit more expensive than if they're 25 cent and 10 cent counterparts. Like a common date XF Barber quarter is going to run you about $50. You know, a common date XF Barber half is going to run you, you know, around $200 or over $200. So, you know, for the common stuff, it's quite a bit more expensive to collect the half dollars. But the easiest album to put together out of all of the Barber coinage would be the half dollar album. You know, the quarter album has a couple of dates, 3 dates that are the key dates that are just almost unattainable. You know, the 1901 S in AG, you're going to be spending, I don't even know, over $5,000 for probably. And then the dimes, you got the 1895 which, you know, I'm going to try to find one and find for the album, and it's probably going to cost me over $2,000. So those are some pretty seriously pricey coins to buy for an album. You know, you could put together a Barber half album much easier, from what I understand. But what do you think about this 1900 Barber half? I love the tone. I love the color. I kind of wish it didn't have those 3 hits. The 2 on the cheek and the 1 on the neck. But like I said, I think that's acceptable. And I just really liked how it looked. So I picked that up. Again, what do you think about the coin, and what do you think about the price point there? Would you have paid that? And then the third and final coin. And this is a coin that kind of has been stuck in my head since last time I went there. I kind of knew going back this time that I was going to pick this up. Again, it's got that antiqued look on the obverse. And this is just a really cool design. I really like these Standing Liberty quarters. You can see it's got some luster. This is an AU coin. And it's just got that tannish, golden, antiqued look to it. That's really cool. So I really like this one. The reverse doesn't quite have that antique look to it, but it is a nice reverse. I mean, you could see it does have some original skin to it. And it does have a little bit of toning in there. You can see the little golden, almost like spotty, sprinkled golden dots throughout the reverse there. They kind of give it a little bit of character on the wings and the fields. I thought this was a really cool quarter. Again, I knew I was going to buy this going back, and then I was happily surprised to find that dime. And then I was in a situation where it was, am I going to get the dime or the half dollar and the Standing Liberty quarter? You know, am I going to choose between the half dollar or the dime? And then I just decided, you know what? I like both of them, so I'm going to get both of them. So that's what I did. Spent a little bit more than I was expecting. But, hey, what are you going to do? Sometimes that happens when you go to the coin shop. In fact, a lot of the times that happens when you go to the coin shop. And I'm not too worried about it. So I got 3 really cool coins. You know, this coin here has inspired me to start a Dansko Barber half dollar album, which I will be doing. And this 1906 is just gonna fit perfectly in my Barber Dansko album. I'm really happy with this dime. Every time I look at it, I just get happier and happier with it. It just has the look that I'm going for. And just to show you real quick before we wrap it up, these are the other two Barber dimes that I've already shown off in the videos. But just to give you an idea, if you can see the look that I'm going for, kind of that antique look. You know, there's the 1892 O. There's the 1908 O. This one really has that antique look. And then a little bit higher grade than what I was shooting for, but here's the 1906S. You kind of see they all kind of have a similar look to them, and you kind of see what I'm going for with the album. But like I said, I was really happy with all three of these coins. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next one.